Hey guys, Short55 here. This is the unboxing video for the 1-144 high grade Arche Gundam from the Gundam 00 series. As you can see, this is a very badass box cover, box art. A lot of explosions and GN particles all over the place. Awesome. Sides of the box pretty simple. You got your GN Buster sword here with mode change, action, poses and such, and straight out of the box build right there. Some gimmicks and such right there of it, front and back, with some anime pictures or screenshots. Very awesome. That pose. First back here is the B&C tree, which is the gray and red tree that has most of the joints and the Buster sword and such, also the chest. I'll open this up so you guys can see it. Take a better look at this. So here we have the Buster sword and some very nice pieces. As you can see, the Buster sword is molded on one piece, or not one piece, but the details are just molded in, like these little stripes here. But that's okay, just paint it. Very nice plain-like panel lines all over the place. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see that. This kit has a lot of plain-like panel lines all over the place, especially the chest here. Just very nice panel lines all over. And here's the escape pod, I think. Pretty badass. Here's the gray tree. Here's his hands. Pretty detailed hand. Look at that. Pretty pointy. The GN Tau drive, or whatever it's called. The fake GN drive. Piece that goes inside the GN Buster sword. Some joints and such, and pretty boring tree. No, I'm just kidding. Up to the next tree. As you can see, this is my favorite tree. It's the A tree. It has multi-color injection. Let's open this up so you guys can see it in better detail. Here's the A tree. Very badass, my favorite tree. So here's this really skinny shield. I don't know how this is supposed to protect anybody, but it fits the theme of the tall and skinny mobile suits. It's cool though. The beam, not the beam saber. The GN Buster sword handle. The V-fin thingies. I think that's the thing that goes on his forehead. Knee guards, I guess. Here's a badass head, or helmet piece, or whatever you want to call it. Has a badass amount of detail. Just awesome. I think that's the face plate right there. I'm not sure. Looks like, yeah, it looks like the eyes and stuff right in there. There's the front skirts, which are tied together, but as everybody knows, you can separate this and make them movable. Back skirts. And I actually, molded two yellow separate little tiny pieces for some vents. That is pretty thoughtful. Thank you, Bandai. Here are the big huge legs or thighs or whatever you want to call them. Very nice detail. Also has some badass vents, which I'm going to paint gold instead of yellow. Or whatever color they're going to be, I'm painting them gold, I don't care. There's also some clear pieces for the GN cover, or the GN drive cover and the legs. I think that's the GN cover, GN drive cover, and those are the leg ones. I'm not sure. Pretty cool. And the GN beam sabers, which are pretty clear. No orange or red or whatever it's supposed to be, but a little clear orange paint will fix those up right away. Stickers, a lot of stickers. And the Bandai is actually pink instead of red. Now those come with these really nice purple metallic ones. Really nice. I really like the way they look. A lot of strips of like this pale pink and a lot of white for a bunch of parts that need to be white. And last but not least, the double D trees. Yes, don't think I'm lying. See, look, there's a D there and a D there. See, double D. Nice, right? Open it up a little bit so you guys can see how it looks. So here's the double D tree. I mean, literally double D. I mean, look at this. I got double of D. Same exact tree. Pretty awesome. Now this does have the forearms here. The forearms do look really nice. They're pretty long. So are the side skirts. But I mean, so were Throne's thighs. Very nice detail under. Overall, nice detail over the whole kit. same tree. There's no point in showing you twice. And there's also some very nice black polycaps. The instruction manual. Very fierce looking pose. Looks really, here's a closer look of the animation version of the Arche Gundam. Now of course you get your instruction manual with your parts guide or parts pieces, whatever. And a bunch of instructions. I mean, instructions are instructions, but you know, I gotta show them to you guys. And you know, there's also the best parts for me. Boom! Back piece. Now you got the flashback of season 1 to be thrown Gundam Drone Savai. Of course, right? Very badass moment. So you just have to paint the crap out of it to make it look good as a kid. You have the GN Buster Sword, or Buster Sword 2, I guess if you want, you know, really badass. Has the GN Shield here, which these little antenna things can come up. GN Beam Saber coming out of his feet. Very fierce pose, cutting up some people. He's using his beam rifle mode, chopping up Exia, son of a bitch. Core Fighter, very badass stance, like I'm about to cut your ass. And here's him fighting Sheridan. And we also has the GN Fang feature, which you can show right there. You have to paint it, of course. Here's him releasing him. Very badass. Now, I wish Bandai came with the little GN Fangs, or this kit came with little GN Fangs, but I guess I have to make them. Oh well. Yeah, that's about it for this unboxing. I can't wait to build this and paint it and all that good stuff. Next should be Susanoo, which is waiting right there to be reviewed. Thanks for watching, guys.